And occasionally, Puffin, Doc will like bust in the song with his guitar right when we're talking about something, and just like, okay,
No
yeah,
problem.
Doc, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, you can hear that? Yeah, I can hear that. See, there's our intro music. That was it.
Yeah.
It's all the intro music everybody gets. It's everything everybody
I got
gets.
the perfect intro song.
Congratulations, welcome to the show. Alright, here we go. And of course, there's no music because Skype player is not working for me. But hello and welcome to the Sunday Dose. This is episode 3, July 6, 2014, titled Puff Puff Pass, baby. Puff Puff Pass. Welcoming to the show, of course, as always, every week, right over here, my counterpart, cohort, partner in crime, Doc Row Games. Actually, I'm his partner in crime because he does a lot more shit than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Damn right I do.
And of course, our special guest, as always, Mr. Puffin.
Mr. Puffin.
Mr. Puffin.
Mister.
It's
I'm a
Mr. It's
now.
Mr. today. I called him. I was like, "Hey, I need your Skype info, sir." He's like, "What?" Sorry. You talking to my dad or something? What's going on?
Miss Sarah, if you like.
What's going on, Puffin? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing
Welcome
real
to
good.
the show.
Thank you very much.
So,
Nice to be here.
it's good to have you here, man. I've been telling everybody, and I said, "Hey, watch the show on Sunday. Puffin's gonna be on." He's like, who? I'm like, Puffin, man. I was like, let me show you. Let me put some knowledge on you, and I bring him to your stream, and oh, he's pretty good at League, man. He's pretty good. Oh, yeah, he is good. That's why I watch him. British Lava or British Lava. Welcome. How are you doing?
Stream.
It is from Puff
Welcome,
Stream.
buddy.
But it's pretty exciting. This is our 3rd episode, and we already got an EU streamer, a regular streamer, on the show today. Doc, what have you been doing this last week, man?
Well, I've been too fucking busy with trying to find a fucking job. But other than that, well, you know, stressing out. Especially last night.
It's the stress game, man. It's the stress game.
Yeah. But, you know, other than that, just hanging and nothing much else, actually. Playing some video games.
Some what?
Some video games.
I still don't understand that, but it sounds like you said vagina games. But
That's what I heard.
that's I'm serious, man. That's all I heard. Like vagina games, really?
Well,
How do
know,
you
not
play that?
necessarily.
Yeah, Doc.
Well, see, here's the... No.
Do you have a beta key for me?
You can ask it on the support page. Maybe they'll give it to you.
Oh, wow. Got it. Man, well, I was 4th of July came up, of course, here in the States, and I'm really not a fan of fireworks. They tend to scare me a lot. Don't ask. It's a long story. Puffin, how are you doing, man? Tell us something about yourself.
Tell you something about myself. Like what? What do you want to know?
Everything.
Everything.
ASL, bitch. ASL.
ASL. I'm new to streaming. I only started streaming maybe about a month ago now.
Mm-hmm.
It was the beginning of June. I actually had to move because I was on ADSL 2. I was getting like 0.4 upload speed, so I moved, got Lightstream, fiber optic, started streaming. Apparently, from what I've been told, my stream's grown pretty quick, which is cool.
Dude, it is. You got over 600 followers in a month, man. You're growing pretty quick.
Well, one tries, one's best. I actually have a full-time job as well, so I work full time and then I stream for like 7 to 8 hours on a night and then don't sleep and then go back to work. So it's pretty brutal at times, but I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying it.
That's good. I'd say if you don't enjoy streaming and you don't enjoy playing the video games, then there's no point in doing it.
No, I agree. Like,
Exactly.
I wanted to stream because it was something to do on top of gaming. Because like I game anyway. It's like I sit and play the games anyway. So if I can, why not?
Exactly. Well, and you live in Great Britain, correct?
I do.
I don't want to.
Yes.
I know when I say Great Britain or United Kingdom, when I say different things, and there's like last time I said something, somebody was from the island. I call it the island because that's they're from the island, and I said something about the mainland, and they got so pissed off, dude. Oh my god! So I didn't want to piss you off for one. I was like, Great Britain, right? When I was writing out, I was like, he's a streamer from Great Britain, right, Doc? He goes, yeah. I was like, whew, good, we're good.
Pretty much nothing you can say will piss me off. Don't worry about it.
Sweet.
So you're Scottish.
I'm from Yorkshire, the best place in the world because it's where you get Yorkshire tea. Seriously,
That's what's important in life.
it is. Everyone needs a good cup of tea.
I do. I really do.
It's true. It's true.
Well, we do want to start out the show, of course. Just letting you guys know, of course, that Geeky Antics is where this is at. Big shout outs to geekyantics.net and all family. You guys know who you are. I'm not going to go through the list right now. It's quite long. And, of course, allgames.com and family. You guys, we love you guys dearly. And we just want to make sure you guys get proper shout-outs, of course. You guys get the true shout-outs at the end of the show, of course. But, Doc, let's get right into it. We do start with a streamer of the week. Jesus Christ. Chat's going on. Tea is love. Tea is life. If you guys don't know that reference, go look up Shrek is Life or Shrek is Love. You guys are going to watch something very, very... yeah.
Very nice. Something very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, okay, that's not very nice. Now, when Shrek is love, Shrek is all up in me. No, it's not very nice.
It is.
It's really not. Doc, do you have any streamer of the week?
Yeah, I have a streamer of the week, and that is twitch.tv/Pufffinn. Kappa.
Yeah, you can't. That's not fair. Hey, Puffin's getting all sorts of stuff from all different ways. Wait, that didn't sound right either.
No, I actually wasn't on Twitch that much last week, as Puffin would agree, because I haven't been in his channel like probably for half a week or something. But I just pop in and out in channels this week.
Cool.
Because I've been so fucking busy with finding a job, and I still don't got one. So, Monday's a new day.
Of course.
I'm gonna be a bit quiet the next couple of weeks because I have to have a new job. So I'm quite quiet on that part for the week.
Alrighty. Well, the streamer of the week that I'm actually going to go with is she is part of the Geeky Antics family. It's Maiden Shy White Wolf. Now she's actually just started back up streaming. She plays League. She plays support. Puffin, I need you and her to have a conversation sometime.
Teach her my ways.
Yes, teach her your ways. Because I like to... I love... Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Or I thought of something really dirty. Yeah, teach her your ways. Because I usually ADC, and sometimes I get into some very hanky situations.
Supporting's what I do.
You guys go check her out, twitch.tv/Maiden Shy White Wolf. And of course, if you guys are listening and not watching the live show, you guys can check us out, the live show right here at geekyantics.net. Or you can actually go to the twitch.tv/geekyantics and check us out there. You guys, Joe, check out that stream. She's quite entertaining, actually. She's, for some of the mistakes and some of the she's decent plays that she does make, it's pretty entertaining, and she actually talks to you guys. So just like when I first popped on the Puffin stream, he talks to everybody, no matter how many people he has in there. So
Doesn't talk to me.
that's because you're never in there. You just told us you're never in there. So
Like, I send him dick pics all the time, not even a response. Like, come on, man. It's especially for you, and then you don't even respond. Fuck you, man.
well, he's not going to respond to a dick pic that's smaller than his.
It's the least he can do, okay?
What? Laugh at you? It's tiny. It's like this.
Or send one back. That would satisfy me. No.
1 sec. Give me a minute. 1 sec.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a short break. Pufffinn, I'll see you in a second.
Yes, everybody. If you're not watching, you need to be, because Puffin's face just got redder than shit when Doc asked for a dick pic.
Puff, maybe it's time to turn that brightness up, buddy.
Wow. World Cup news. I know this is something that when I said something before the show to Puffin, and he's like,
Well,
just like me, U.S. is out of it. I don't know if I'm mad or I'm just.
Mad, bro.
I am, dude. I mean,
just disappointed.
it's your fault, Doc, and I'm calling it.
Yeah, I paid those referees.
The Netherlands did defeat Costa Rica in the quarterfinals last night to move on to the. And I said finals on Twitter last night, but yeah, I was wrong, of course. Moved on to the semifinals, where they are going to face
Argentina
to get into the finals. Grats to Doc, of course, with his team, Netherlands, getting all the way. Or going all the way?
Yeah. Man, that was fucking crazy. The fucking...
This is Doc's rant time. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, no. It was like, the whole time it was like, you guys are fucking sucking. They got so many opportunities to score and they didn't make even one. And then at the end, fucking the coach was like, fuck it, let's bring in the new keeper. Everybody was like, what?
Okay, you guys know football. It's time goes up. If you don't understand it, you don't know what it is, just ask. But at 121 minutes and like 12 seconds, they did a goalie change. This is at the end of extra time, or near the end of extra time. Well, if you guys know about it, the FIFA, you have, is it 2 sessions of extra time or just 1?
Yeah, it's the full 90 minutes. Still.
And then there's a 15-minute.
And there's 2 15 minutes.
Okay, so then there's 2. They played 2 15-minute, extra times, then went to a shootout. I mean, this is. I was excited for the Netherlands because, of course, that's your team, and plus, I just don't like Costa Rica. I don't like their uniforms.
I got home that night and I had like fucking 20 emails of me being mentioned by Obi last night.
Hey, I tweeted everybody, man. All my soccer followers that I follow, all the people that play FIFA 14, football, soccer. Same thing. Shut up. Puffin's like, I'm never coming to this stream again. It's like they just yell at each other all the time. What the fuck?
I just zone out when it's football.
He's like, Britain's not in there. I quit. But
I know, Bradish. I know. I live in the Netherlands myself, and my girlfriend is from the Netherlands, so she kind of explained everything to me. And I was watching the Dutch commentary, and everyone was like, "What? Fucking legend!" Oh, he just takes off now. Just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "I'm out." Oh, there, he's back.
Just gonna turn off the light, man. Leave me alone.
But no, it was pretty fucking crazy, and it was another brilliant fucking move. So yeah. In other news.
In other news, now British Bratislava Let me explain. Tim Kroll. Say his name right. Is it Kroll?
Yeah, well, good enough. Krill.
Okay. I don't. I see Krul. Kroll.
Yeah,
So say it again so I can actually say it right.
Krill.
Okay, I ain't saying it right. Puffin news. We heard a little bit about Puffin. He did tell us a little bit about himself. Of course, he's from Great Britain, and he's a platinum level support player. Now, he does main Thresh. If Thresh is banned out, he'll usually go to the likes of a Leona. Do you have any other fallback champions if your champions get banned out?
Brom, Morgana, Nami at a push, but the Nami plays are never that great.
Tidal wave's too slow for you?
It's too slow. It's way too slow.
The bubbles
I
on
don't-
field.
I don't like champions that you can't make big plays on. Whereas that's what Thresh is. Thresh is all about the playmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Why not Blitz then?
Because Blitz is a one-trick pony. All
He
Blitz can
can't-
do is grab you and then walk away.
He can't handle. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Just go CDR on Blitz, man. You'll be fucking popping out all the fucking hooks.
CDR build on Blitz. I'm not going to say it's better than Thresh. I'm not going to say it's better than Leona. I'm not going to say it's better than Braum. Or half the supports out there. But I can make plays
it's all about
on
the Jax support. I'm just
Jack's support.
yeah.
Okay.
Jax would just be wasted in support.
Hey, Puffin, I'm just going to turn off Doc's camera. We'll just me and you'll talk. Pulling out Jack. Really, Jack support? It doesn't even work
I
anymore.
played Jax support more than once, man, and it works fucking awesome.
Not in a real game. You're going to get
Well, you
Trump. Go ahead.
I
Make
do
your
that-
argument, Doc.
I do that in Challenger, and I fucking rape, okay?
You're not in Challenger.
Of course not, but I'm, you know.
Come on, feed us the next crap that's coming out of your mouth.
Should be. He's on his way.
You need to go brush your teeth because your shit stinks.
I'm still in my provisional.
You Challenger provisionals. Got it.
I played 2 out of 10, okay?
That's what we're going to go for. Challenger provisionals. Perfect. Doc, are you ranked? Yeah, man. Challenger. I only got one more game of provisionals. I'm only 1-9, but we're going to go for it.
No, I
Wow.
went 2-0 so far.
So, Puffin, when I get my account to 30, you're going to help me promo or go through my provisionals? Support for me?
I'll play some games.
You can't
I can.
anymore.
I can.
He's got a Smurf, noob.
When you're in your provisionals, you can duo queue with anyone up to gold. And
Oh,
my
really?
Smurf is in gold. Yes.
Okay, because they changed that recently, right? That you
They
can't
did.
duo with like, what was it? I don't know the details anymore. But
At the minute, I can't duo with bronze. That's the only thing I can't duo queue with. But the way it works is you can duo queue with the division below and the division above your account. So I've got an account in gold and I've got an account in plat, so I can duo with diamonds and below, but not bronze, unfortunately.
Yeah, diamonds and silvers.
well, there goes my luck.
I managed to get a couple of people out of bronze just before the patch started, so that was good. I can still play with.
Well, I'm still in
You
my
can-
provisionals, so hey.
Well, one of your main followers, too, Canteal. So he's like,
Yeah,
hey, bronze, silver 5, bitches!
Managed to bump him up to silver 5 just before the patch came in, so that's pretty good. I can still duo queue with him. That's one of the things that I do on my stream is I duo queue with as many viewers as possible.
Except for Obi-Wan X2.
Well, you're never on a US.
I just started the account. I'm level 22.
You need to buy some boosts.
Doc. He's like, that guy over there.
Just gotta add me in game, man.
Yeah, well, hold on.
He's just telling us exactly what to do, and we're like, fuck, we don't have any argument points.
No, exactly.
What are we holding on for, Doc?
No, I'm just seeing. Hey, okay. Never mind. Yeah, like Plat 1 can do it with gold 5. What sucks? Says British. But yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about the changes, Buff?
I think
Like with the duo queue changes.
I think it's a good thing. Personally, I think they probably should have limited it further though. Like, I like the fact that I can duo queue with viewers, but like realistically, the idea behind it is to stop people from getting boosted and stop people from paying other people to boost them, because it is a problem when you get into pretty much Division 5 of any of the stations. You get some really bad players because they get boosted up there and then can't actually play at that level and just keep losing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Now,
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, no matter whether you get into platinum or diamond or silver or bronze, it doesn't matter which division you're in. If you're in 5, it's a struggle to get out of it, regardless, because you just get matched with really unfortunately bad people.
Well, but what if I pay you to level my to boost my account then? Because that's still possible.
That is still possible, yeah. I agree.
It's basically, the same thing to me. Like, paying someone to duo queue, or then you might as well just pay him to fucking use your account and do it.
I imagine people still do that anyway. I imagine that's also a thing, but you can't really stop that, can you?
That's
I'll
that's
give
all.
you $10 and a dick pic. What do you think?
You can scrap the $10.
He just wants the dick pic, man. That's it.
I'll send you a hair for my beard so you can put it on your face and try and grow a beard then.
Oh, wow.
Wow, dude.
I made it funny. No.
Puffin's like, I don't care how far it weighs. I'm coming to Netherlands and beating your ass.
No, but no, I mean, I don't think it's gonna change that much. I mean, okay, you're not gonna get the full potential of boosting anymore, but I mean, if people really want, they're gonna get boosted anyway. So
It's true, but they've got to do something to try and prevent it.
Well, on NA, there's just so much boosting going on. I actually have a couple buddies that are golds that made accounts just so they could go boost somebody. And it'll take them about a week or so for somebody in bronze 5. It's like $20 per division, and then 30 for after gold, or up to gold, I think. It's like 20 for bronze and then 25 for silver, and then when you're in gold, they leave you alone. You're done, because they only go. It's damn near impossible to boost past gold.
It's a struggle.
You can do it. It can happen, but from so many people boosting that or getting boosted before this 4.1 patch, it's. Let me try to think about what I'm trying to say. With so many people trying to boost, like what Puffin said earlier, when they actually get up to gold, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a gold player. Yeah, see my tag on my name. I'm a gold player," but they lose 20 in a row.
Yeah.
You're not a gold player. You're a bronze 4 player, just like you started.
Well, obviously they made the change so that you can actually drop from gold down to silver now, and so on and so forth, which is that was a really big problem, because you could get to gold or you could get to plat or diamond or whatever it was, and then you could just sit there and be like, right, well, I'm not going to decay anymore now, so it's fine. I can just troll games because I won't drop.
So the decay is on for all levels now?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Finally.
When it
if you're in
first,
bronze 5, you can drop down to wood 4.
No, you go to bronze 7, dude. That's where I'm at. Shit.
when it was first introduced with the divisions, you couldn't drop a division. You couldn't drop a league. You couldn't drop from gold to silver, no matter what you did. It wasn't possible. But they changed it so that you could, because that was a huge problem.
Seems like it. Well, every time that I would go into it and I would get to, silver 5, and then get trolled like a son of a bitch. Have really, really good games, and this is something that I've seen happen to you while you're on stream. You have a really good game. You go no deaths, you go 10 plus assist, a couple kills, and you still lose the game because you're mid fed like a son of a bitch, or your top lane went on tilt, and you're just like, what the hell are you doing, man? I'm making my plays, and I'm a fucking support.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, and people just don't care because they play hundreds and hundreds and thousands of games. I'm going to get back up there anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It's easier in bronze, silver, and gold. Like it's a lot easier to carry games like just by yourself. I mean, I was duo queuing with one of the viewers a week or so back, and I typed in and said to the people like, "Can I go support?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "I'd really prefer support. I'm plat main support. Like I can play." And they were like, "Oh yeah, well, supports can't carry games." And I was just like, "Well,
Yes, they can.
Whatever.
that's not true." And I will show you. And we started playing, and our AD carry, I believe it was. Oh no, I think it was our mid laner, Ziggs DC'd, just AFK'd, left the game, rage quit after dying a few times. So it was 4v5. And at the end, they were all like, "Oh my god, that Thresh, blah blah blah," carried the game. So it's like it's possible to do, but when you get to platinum to diamond sort of level, everyone else is also pretty good at the game, or should be. So it's a lot harder to carry games. Like the low games, you can punish mistakes a lot easier, and you can basically force the enemy team to argue and then surrender before they win. If it's a 4v5, you can put so much pressure on them that they all start bickering amongst themselves and just quit. Whereas in platinum and above, I've noticed a hell of a lot more that people don't surrender. It's very rare that people surrender. And it's very difficult to win 4v5s when the other 5 opponents are really good.
And not fighting against each other.
They still
the
fight,
best-
still argue and bicker and flame, but they don't surrender, which is the problem. It's difficult to win.
Right.
Well,
Well,
that's the thing in solo. You never fucking surrender.
I never surrender. Never surrender.
I would do it when you're about to win the game. Just
I've
for
done
shits
that
and
before.
giggles /FF.
I've done that so many times. We're hitting the Nexus, I'm just like, /FF. Let's quit.
yeah, that shit backfired on me once. We were hitting the Nexus, getting ready to win the game, and somebody did, surrender. And I said, "No, what are you guys talking about?" Well, we had 4 votes for yes. Right before we won the game, we lost.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Me and Kentel and some other friends, it was like a while back already, like half a year back or something. We were playing like we were fucking wasted. And we were just playing a bot game, but we had like one random dude, and we took teleport and teleport and ignite. So we would just go up to his lane. He was playing Yi, and we would just go up there and just feed his top lane, just constantly just run in, get hit by the enemy bot, and then just run through towers, so that the bot would get the kills. And he would start snowballing, and he was about to win the game, and we all just /FF, yes, and then we lost that fucking bot game. It was so fucking cool. It was so funny.
Welcome to the show, Yogi. We got a couple questions in chat for you, Pufffinn. One is from the Bratislava. He heard a myth lately. You can go from Silver 5 to Bronze 1?
Yes.
And then you can go all the way down from, say, if you're Challenger. Can you drop down from Challenger if you're that high?
Yeah, the decay, the LP decay in Challenger is significantly higher than any other division. Like if you're in any, I think it's the same. Even if you're like Diamond 1, I think you've got like 28 days before you drop down, before you start to decay and lose LP, and you play a ranked game and then win or lose, you stop the decay and you got another 28 days. Whereas in Challenger, I believe it's weekly. If you don't play,
it's like
within
6
7
days.
you start to drop.
It was like 5 or 6 days. It's actually the decay on LP from Challenger to Diamond, or what's the top plat?
Diamond 1.
Diamond 1. From Challenger to Diamond is like if you don't play for any, you gotta think about all the Challenger players. They play every single day, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, playing 10, 15, 20 games a day minimum. So they're not really gonna get much decay. But if you don't play, it's only a few days. It's like 5 or 6 days before you will start to decay, and it's like the 6th or 7th day you'll actually drop down with no warning. Because it's just, you're up there at the top tier. This is the tier that actually pro teams will sit their pick out of if they need to. I mean, that's, if you're that good at League and you get to that point where you go through Platinum, you go through Diamond, you're Diamond 1, getting into Challenger. I'm serious. What team was that that picked up a Challenger mid?
Not sure.
I think it was Millennium that had to have a sub, if I'm not mistaken, right? But anyway, they actually picked up a Challenger, the top 10, or they go top 20 or whatever. And if they're not on a team, they say, hey, you want to sub in for us? Blah 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 blah. And they actually picked one up, and they actually won with him. And of course, gave him a chance. Hey, you want to just be on the team? So it's you can get some good stuff out of being in Challenger. Of course, the high level of play, and the possibility of a slim possibility, but a possibility of an LCS team saying, hey, man, we need some help. You want to help us out? But you have to play the amount of games that they do. Go ahead, Puff, sorry.
Gambit used 3 subs for London, and then...
It was 4 subs, actually.
Yeah, Gambit's going.
It was 4 subs.
Gambit's falling apart.
They were my favorite team. I supported them from Moscow 5 all the way through. I'm so disappointed. I went to the LCS in London.
Yeah, I have that with EG. Back when even before they were CLGEU.
Mm-hmm.
When Snoopy was still called Snoopy before the copyright fuck up. And now, it's just Frog and Wicked left for Alliance. And then, who is it again? Only Crepo is left in EG now, because Snoopy quit as well for a while. So it's really sad to see how those teams get fucked up by subs and everything.
Well, and I do want to say something from last week, though. We did say Snoopy got replaced by his team. Snoopy he didn't get replaced by his team. He actually stepped down because he saw that his level of play was just not there. Now he is still around.
He just can't play the meta.
Of course. Snoopy is a tank jungler. Tank junglers do not work right now. You just can't do it. You got to be a hyper carry jungler, assassin. You can't be a tank anymore just because it's pointless.
The recent changes, the recent patch is going to bring them back, though.
Yep.
Yeah, 4.11 is going to bring them back. I did read some of the patch notes today. I'm happy about that because people that play Doc, he's a main jungler, so his main is Amumu. Well, Amumu is starting to come back, regardless. After 4.1, Amumu is going to be even stronger.
Yeah, I remember back in Season 2 and 3, first ban of the fucking game, Amumu. Nobody bothers anymore, so it's nice to pick him up now.
It's still pretty strong, and it can work really well in some team comps, but he's definitely not my favorite jungler, that's for sure.
Yogi comes up and says, did I miss the football talk? I hope so. Yeah, you did. We can go back to the FIFA World Cup if you want to, though, Yogi.
No, let's not.
Welcome, NK320 PT. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Now, I lost my spot, of course. Yeah. The patches, 4.1 and 4.11 to come. What else do you think is going to be a significant change in the upcoming patch, Pufffinn?
What do I think is going to be a significant change? To be honest, I haven't really read through the patch notes that well. I know that. Well, I usually get other people to tell me.
Hey, that's...
I know that it does work. Trust me, it works. I know that the changes to Kayle were quite significant.
Yeah.
She's no longer as strong as she was by a long stretch. So she's not even realistically. She's not even ban-worthy anymore. There's a lot better champions to ban out than Kayle. Rengar's still so strong. I hate Rengar. He needs to be nerfed again. People all he got changed, and then people all of a sudden decided actually we know how to play him now, and he can just come out of the shadows and one shot you carry, and there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. No matter how fast you are on that exhaust, I swear to God, he still just kills everything.
Yeah, dude, you have no idea. You can be sitting there, and I had several games this week where I was just sitting on the tower in mid and farming, just making sure I'd get everything done and just get all my CS, and then go back when I'm supposed to. I'm sitting on the tower. He jumps in from the bush to the top. I don't remember what bush that's called. It's just right behind the wolves, and on blue side. And he jumps from there, hits me under tower. Damn near one-shots me with... I have almost full health, by the way. And a LeBlanc will come in and just... I'm not even... I don't even have a chance to react.
Yeah,
of course.
Still really powerful as well.
Of course, I'm on Ziggs, which... I got countered pretty hard. I do have a counter for LeBlanc, though. Zillion.
Yeah.
Zillion. Ugh.
Dude, it just sounds so bad, but it works. Because every time... Go ahead.
Yeah. So how about this change then, Pup? Thresh is getting the bigger hitbox.
Oh, God, I nearly cried when I saw that. Why? Why does he need a bigger hitbox?
They had smaller than average hitboxes. Shyvana, Thresh, and Vi.
Yeah.
And they added 27.3% Teemos to each champion's overall hitbox.
It's okay. I can work with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 15 hitbox.
I never got hit by anything anyway.
Ooh.
Wow.
The dodges are real.
Kha'Zix is getting a buff, actually. His isolation range is actually going to... It's actually going to buff his isolation range, which is going to make him more competitive again. He is still nerfed with his Q. The Q damage is still nerfed, but the isolation damage is actually upped a little bit. So it's around the same level. And he does get a little a buff. And I did see him get played a lot in Korea. Well, you guys know that Korea really starts everything with the meta. And, of course, Kha'Zix is back in the jungle. I think Rue from the Genera Falcons was actually playing him yesterday and actually doing quite well until they got their asses stomped into the ground, which was pretty funny, that I thought anyway. Isolation range, old isolation range is 500. The new isolation range is actually 490, so it actually went down a little bit. But the slow reduced 50% to 30%, and the cost of mana is amplified up to 150. So it's not really a huge nerf, but it's not really it's about, like I said, about the same. He's going to do the same amount of damage. We have a couple more. Jax, LeBlanc, Olaf, Darius, Nidalee. They're all getting reworks.
Yeah.
Jax definitely.
Nidalee is getting another rework. Another rework.
Did you guys hear about the Doom bots?
Mm-hmm.
I did hear about the Doom bots.
Oh man, that is gonna be the fucking game mode to go to, man.
It sounds like it's going to be pretty fun. I'll agree with that.
If you guys do want to check out the 4.11 patch that's coming up, that's in chat right there. Yeah, I can't wait for that. There are a couple other people that are really played quite a bit. Of course, LeBlanc, removing her silence, her pick rate dropped only by 2%. I mean, that's yay. 2% less people play her. Oh darn! There's still 98% that play her though.
Yeah. Well, just quickly going back to those Doom bots, I read something. A player on the PT or on the public test thing, he went up against the Ziggs and he had the Shaco clone. So he would pop a Shaco clone, fear him, and then ult with 3 little ults coming out of it. I mean, the pure fear that you go through at that point.
You can't do anything. You're feared for 10 seconds.
Nah, 20.
Okay, well, anyway, 4 seconds in League of Legends, you can die.
Yeah.
4 seconds in League of Legends is huge.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
dude, in any MOBA, well, yeah. In any MOBA, 4 seconds is huge. Dota 2, 4 seconds, that's a whole team kill. Okay.
Pretty much.
Heroes of the Storm, Smite. Well, Smite's a different story. We don't want to talk about that. Now, Pufffinn did say Jax is still OP as fuck, so we're actually going to go through. Jax felt his Randuin's change made him no longer viable in the game, so they're going to buff him again. They're going to reset the cooldown of his auto attacks, and mana cost is reduced by 5, or to 5 actually. So yeah, cooldowns is now 5 seconds at all ranks, and mana increased by 5. They drop the cooldowns by 5 seconds, but the mana increases up, which really doesn't make any sense. Past 6 minutes of Jax, once you're level 6, you're there's nothing.
You sure these are legit changes?
Yeah, this is from PvP.net, League of Legends NA forums.
Reading some of these, it sounds like a troll.
No.
I mean, I see a Jax change here that is that he gets nerfed as well. Base health drops from 561 to 535, health per level from 98 to 85, and armor per level from 3.5 to 3. So that's the changes I'm having now.
He's getting a base nerf. Everybody's getting a base nerf. Well, a lot of people are getting base nerfs. A lot of the OP champions. Of course, Pufffinn said earlier that Kale is just... yeah. When I wrote these show notes, it was last week before the 4.1 patch kicked in. Yeah, Kale's getting blasted again. We're not even want to talk about it. My favorite champion in mid is getting freaking taken down. Awesome. Yes, there are different ones. I was gonna finish reading the rest of that nerf for Jax, but yes, this is forums.na.leagueoflegends.com. You guys can check that out. It's actually in the Twitch chat, and it's. I tend not to read a lot of these. I try to play as many games as I can to see the matchups and see whatever I'm doing. And of course, Rengar is on the bottom of the list. Everybody wants Rengar nerfed. Please nerf Rengar. The League of Legends or Riot's been saying that. Everybody's been crying. Please, dude, you don't have to nerf Rengar. Okay? I'm going to tell you what to do because I did it twice. Just countering with Ryze. Goodbye, Rengar.
Yeah, well, you know. We'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it, though.
Well, Doc, I want you to play Rengar. Go top, and I'll go Ryze.
Fuck it, I'm going jungle Rengar.
The patch notes that I'm reading state that they're going to change Rengar so that when he ults, he stealths immediately.
Yeah.
And pink wards and true sight no longer reveal Rengar.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is the 4.11.
Like a nerf at all. That seems like a huge buff.
This is the 4.11 patch notes, guys. The 4.1, the one that just came out, we're not reading those. We're reading the ones that are to come. So I want you guys to let you know about that too. Rengar's not getting nerfed. I'm sorry. He's getting buffed.
That's a huge buff. You can't see him with pink wards, then how the hell are you supposed to see him?
There's no way. So basically, every game you're gonna have a Rengar unless you ban him.
Well, the only option is a Teemo ward.
A Teemo ward.
Yeah.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah, but Teemo
when
just to play Teemo, just to give him a Teemo ward just for Rengar is not viable, nor would anybody do it anyway.
And the problem with that is when Rengar ults, he would see Teemo and jump on Teemo and kill Teemo.
One-shot Teemo.
Nah.
The
Well,
F-Sword
at least
reduced to
you got your
1,000.
money's worth, right? I mean, you kill a Teemo. Isn't that the fucking goal of every single game where there's a Teemo?
You guys want to know the item changes for 4.11? Which are really... It pissed me off at first, but I play ADC, so I understand why. Ninja Tabbies and Thornmail have been removed from the game.
Why Thornmail?
Because it ruins the ADC's run from killing tanks and bruisers.
That's the whole point of being a tank.
Yeah, but you got the same thing with people bitching about Rengar so strong. The ADCs are coming back and say, well, we can't kill tanks and bruisers because we don't have strong enough shit. Learn how to play the game and you'll be able to. Yeah, we'll give them what they should do is give them another armor pen item, or give them another Last Whisper. Make it to where they can ignore more than 35% of the armor. Make it to where they can cap out at 50% or cap out at 40%, to where even just that extra 5% is going to give the ADCs the extra power to cut through a tank, a Shyvana, an Olaf, or a Dr. Mundo that's just freaking beefy as fuck. Because I saw it, dude. If you have a Dr. Mundo,
Whisper, done.
You have an all-day AD team, what are you going to play? You're going to play Dr. Mundo. They don't have no magic penetration. Dr. Mundo is freaking just... I don't even want to talk about him. I got my ass kicked by him this week, too. Not even fun. Of course, some of the comments, why would they nerf Olaf? They did nerf Olaf. He is one of the main users of Randuin's Sunfire Cape.
These 4.11 notes. These are a joke. It's a troll.
It's gotta be.
They're not.
It is. It is. If you read through the comments, the guy's like, "Yeah, it's a troll. It's a joke." They're not real. There's no way. There's no way.
They've gotta be.
Melee champions can no longer buy BF sword. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
These are a troll.
That's on the wrong ones. My bad. Okay. Now to the real 4.1.
Here, Carthus, with the visual update, we learned that we need to nerf him, seeing as he counters LeBlanc and isn't very interesting to watch on esports. I mean...
Well, that's a troll comment. Oh my god.
Is there actual 4.11 notes that?
Yeah, I have him.
I'm reading through these and I'm like, what is this madness?
These are the patch notes.
Yes, Obi got trolled. Where are the patch notes? Oh, there you are. See, I was looking at NA patch notes too. All right, here we go.
These look more like it.
I was already thinking, man, there's no way that is a patch note. That is a forum post. They don't post patch notes on forums.
Damn it. Obi got Obi got caught trolling. Yeah. I trolled my own show. That's awesome. Champions, Braum. Please tell me he's getting nerfed. Yes, damn it, Braum. He's getting a nerf. Minus 20 damage. But he gets 12 per level instead of 10 per level. Debuff time to proc stun is now down to 4 seconds from 5 seconds. And of course, his W stand by me. They fixed the bug on it. Trying to jump overall to a teammate with an enemy nearby, he would try to protect his teammate, of course. And they actually to where you can actually do that now.
That's killed me so many times trying to jump over walls with Braum.
Mm-hmm.
It's got me killed.
And you can they actually fix that bug, and it's something really small that basically somebody just forgot to, put in that little one line of code or something like that to where he can actually jump over walls. Now, I do have a question for you. For those people that play those champions that can jump through Nidalee, Kha'Zix, Braum, of course, anybody like that, do you guys agree with when you're in the base? Okay, you have your towers and your inhibitors. When you're in the base, you can't jump in from outside, but you could jump out from inside. You guys see what I'm saying? The wall.
It depends on the champion.
Well, you can't do it.
A lot of them can.
You can't jump in, is what I'm saying.
I'm
Like-
pretty sure you can.
Like
With physique,
Nidalee, you
definitely.
can't jump in. You can jump
I've
out,
never
but you
tried
can't
with
jump in.
Nidalee. I've never tried
Yeah,
with Nidalee,
you
to be
you
fair.
can't jump with Nid. That's true. I tried that many a time and got myself killed. But there's many champions that can do it. I think Riven can.
Not from out to in.
Not
Can't.
sure.
Whatever. But there's I mean Lee can.
Yeah, to a ward, Lee can. This is true.
Yeah,
Really?
exactly.
Physiques can definitely do it.
Yeah, Kha'Zix can definitely do it. Ez can, I think.
I'm pretty sure
but-
Caitlyn can 90 caliber net through the wall.
Not towards the Nexus. You can go away from it, but you can't go to it
Right, okay.
from Caitlyn.
Have these been
Alright.
tested?
The
Well-
ones like Caitlyn, Nidalee, the ones that I actually play, yes, they have been tested, and I've died several times from trying to test them. What the fuck? It's not going. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind.
Yeah, Ez can definitely.
But Ez is like a portable flash. I mean, Ez his E is just like a flash. It's nothing. I mean, you can of course flashes. I'm talking like the champions, of course, like well, basically it's just Nidalee, I guess, because you can jump over everything else in the game except for that wall going in towards the Nexus.
No, there's a lot of walls you can't jump over with Nidalee and Riven. Actually, there's quite a few that are too big to jump over.
Maybe then I just don't try those walls or something. I don't know. I know like the Wraith Pit on both sides from the lane. You have to go from the side where they're actually you're going in, starting going into the jungle. I know the. Yeah, that's all I can remember right now. Anyway, any more notable nerfs that we're getting out this week or this next patch?
Well, definitely. What Puff already mentioned, Gale. I mean, she's fucking done for.
Mm-hmm.
Her
She's not
ult's
done
been,
for. She's not
Well,
done for.
you know, her ult is increased by at least 20 seconds. Yeah, by 20 seconds, the cooldown. And her bonus ability power is cut through half, and attack speed is from 2.5 to 2.2. I mean, she's not going to be a first pick anymore. Definitely not.
No, and
Definitely not a first pick.
and with Kale, she's got to have that team. I mean, if you don't have the right team, the right synergy between the champions, you're not going to play Kale. I mean, you got to have. I'm sorry to say this, and I love Kale with all my heart, but there got to be something different because melee champions can jump on Kale, Jax, Rengar, Kha'Zix, and just eat her alive. With nothing, all you can do is just run back, and what are you going to do running back? You're gonna Q him once. You're gonna use your speed boost to get out of there. Maybe hit your E to do some area damage, but you're gonna die just as fast.
Yeah.
Just how it is.
On the bright side, Maokai got buffed.
Did
Yeah,
get buffed.
I'm happy.
His Q, Arcane Smash, is actually down to the slow duration is from 2 seconds to 1.5. The cost has gone down by 10 actually, so it's only 45 mana, so you could actually be a little bit more proficient if you're going through the jungle or jungling. Excuse me. Twisted Advance. Now, remove cast time. Maokai no longer has to wind up before advancing to the enemy. There's no more wait time on his Twisted Advance. That's good for people that want to go straight in whenever they need to. You don't have to wait up for that ramp time. And it's only like half a second that it ramped up.
Yeah, it's
my
pretty
camera.
minor. It's pretty minor, but it's still.
It helps out so much because that one extra attack does so much.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair.
And with 90% of the champions where you have to actually attack before you do one of your spells, like a Vi, where you need to auto attack before you hit your E, or it's not going to do as much. You're not going to have that proc. Little things like that. The sapling got buffed as well.
Yeah, that's one of the major changes that I love really much. His slow is now on bonus movement speed. It's
with
fucking cool.
with Maokai's movement speed. So
Yeah.
the sapling moves as fast as Maokai does, or I can't even say his name, but it moves just that fast. And then the slow is 50%. You're slowed by 50% for only 1 second, though. So, which is that 1 second. You guys both said 4 seconds in a MOBA is just terrifying. 1 second's just as, if you got that amount of damage around you, just as terrifying.
Yeah. But the best change on Maokai is his ult. It's not a target anymore. It's just on himself, so you can actually be more of a support to your team than before. You don't have
That change.
Yeah.
Go, sorry. I was going to say that change is absolutely huge. That's huge.
Yeah, that put him right back into the game. That was the change that needed to be done to put him back into play.
Although the radius actually went down quite a bit.
It did go down quite a bit, but the fact that you can now run alongside someone, so you can keep the damage on them, or you can keep the damage prevention on your teammates is huge. Before, if your teammates run away, you put it down, your team runs, it's useless. Whereas now, exactly. As long as you run with them, it's massive. It's huge.
I think we're gonna see a lot more people playing Maokai, whatever his name is. Maokai, yeah.
The fact that his Twisted Advance now has a cooldown reduction on it as well when you level it up, it's really good. You could just become a ganking machine.
Right, and the cooldown reductions is 13 seconds at all ranks to basically 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, as it goes down. But I think it only goes to 9 seconds, which 9-second cooldown on your Twisted Advance from 13 seconds is really good. That's just, and of course the range went down there too by 125, which really, if you're playing Maokai, the jungle or even a support role, you're really not you're gonna be going in and ganking, and it's gonna be up to your laners to help with that setup. But we'll see him, of course, played. He's not gonna be played. What do you guys think about Nidalee? The first rework and now this one.
The first rework,
where she was able to use her R at level 1.
That, you see, I've never really. The only time I've ever laned against an Nidalee was as support, obviously, because that's what I do. It didn't really make that much of a difference to me. It helped. It definitely made her better, but it was nothing too strong to me. I'm not sure what it's like in lane when she's building flat AP and she's taking farm. I assume it helps with farming. Obviously, when she's in the Cougar form, she has no mana, so she can just spam away her abilities.
It does help. When you're farming mid lane, it does help to have that all-in potential at level 2. But if you're not careful, that all-in level potential, that all-in level 2 is going to get you killed before you hit level 3. It's really, you have to know how to play this champion. If you don't...
It was something that she needed, though. It definitely was something that she needed, because you had to basically sit and do nothing until level, like you say, until level 6. You just had to sit there and throw javelins.
Right, it would be just like Elise not having her ult right away, too.
Yeah.
It would be the same thing. It would be a pointless champion.
Yeah.
Yes, now the javelin did get a little wider. It was 30, and now it's actually 40. So there is a little bit more of a hitbox that you can hit from with your javelin. Bushwhack cooldowns were lowered, of course, 13, 12, 10, 9, and of course the damage was actually decreased as well. And it's now, instead of, it is target's current health still, but instead of a max of 20%, and it's down 2%, which is 18%, which is still actually really good. She's actually doing a lot of damage in Cougar form. And yeah, and that's just her, I say her human form, but the Bushwhack, the little trap that does. Pounce got nerfed as well. 150 units it used to be. It's now 75. It's cut in half. But when you throw a javelin and you actually connect, you can actually get a ring that you can actually jump further than that too. This Pounce range has gone up 50 from 7 to 750. And of course, the aspect of the Cougar now triggers the hunt and resets the aspect of the Cougar's cooldown if Nidalee is in human form. It's like I said, when you throw a spear and you connect, you can actually just do an auto attack. It'll actually trigger your aspect, the hunt actually, and you can actually jump further to an enemy champion, which is, in my eyes, it's a curse and a blessing. If you're playing Nidalee, it's awesome because you can get on somebody real fast. If you're not playing Nidalee, you better run because you're going to die.
Well, I mean, there's two sides of that, of course. Like as you said already. I mean, it could be like a godsend, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait and see about that. But there's one buff that I just don't understand why they fucking did it. And that is on a different champion, Vladimir. When he's in a sanguine pool, he can cast summoners. What the fuck?
That is really random. I don't know why that's been brought in.
Hey, let's do this. With no reason whatsoever.
Hey, you guys can't even kill him already. Let's give him an extra advantage to where when he's running away, he can hit his ghost just because, so you guys can't kill him any further.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid.
It just seems random. Like Vladimir was never.
Like they didn't know what to nerf him or buff him anymore. It's like, let's do this. It's like, well, we got one more spot for buffs or nerfs. What are we gonna do? Let's fucking do Vladimir. Like, that's how it feels like.
Vladimir was never that strong though, so changes were probably required. But that just seems
not this one,
random.
man.
It's just random. It's just like, okay, he can pull, and then he can flash over the wall in pool, or he can Zonya's in pool, or he can ignite you in pool. It's
I mean, if you run CDR now, you could pull Zonya's pool.
Yeah.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Flash. Pull Zonya's pool flash. Pull.
As we did say, Rengar got a buff, which is, I don't even know why.
You can't see him through vision wards anymore.
Yeah, no doubt, right? And of course, I
can't believe you trolled me with them patch notes.
Yeah, I had to, man. You're a guest, man. I have to troll guests sometimes. I do it all the time on my other show. Yogi gets mad at me sometimes when I troll people. Rengar did get a buff. His E, Empowered Bola Strike, is a bug fixed. Empowered Bola Strike now currently slows on top of the root. Great. So once you get out, there's just another second to let Rengar auto attack you and throw another Q out and just beat your ass into the ground. Awesome. Ban Rengar.
Ban Rengar.
Skarner has actually come back into the game. He's been there the whole time, but he's actually sucked really, really bad. Now, on here it says he's got a nerf. I really don't think so. I played against him in probably 20-plus games over the last week, and I hope he gets a little bit nerfed. 4.11, but it's just a little. His Q, actually, his physical damage is lowered by 2. His bonus magic damage is actually lowered by 2 as well, and the bonus movement speed is actually lowered by 1. 1% per stack of crystal energy. Of course, his alt, bug fix, where Skarner could occasionally throw out basic attacks while impaling a target. You can't do that anymore. Finally. You're getting impaled, he's dragging you backwards, and he's just sitting there beating on you while you're impaled.
I didn't realize that was a bug. I thought that was just how it worked.
No, you can't. No. Before 4.1 came out, you were stuck. You had to drag them back, or you had to impale them and bring them back into your team. Well, when it came out, they had a thing to where I was at full health. He impaled me, did the little damage, and then all of a sudden he's just ticking away at me while I can't move. I'm like, really? I'm dead. And I'm at full health. Well, by the time he let me go, I'm at half. And of course their ADC comes up and says, "Hey, you're dead." Boom.
It kind of it kind of feels like you tie someone down and just start punching him in the dick repeatedly.
I know, right? Yasuo. Go ahead, Puff.
I was just gonna say that's the first thing you would aim for.
Yeah, right. Just
Yeah.
tie someone down and just punch him in the nuts over and over again.
Ow. Yasuo did get a bonus nerf, a bonus damage nerf. The bonus damage cap was at 100% at 4 stacks. It's now at 50% at 2 stacks. So it's only got cut in half. He's still going to do a lot of fucking damage, though. I don't care who you are, what you think, Yasuo is still going to do a crap ton of damage. You know how to play him? I don't. I need to learn.
He's fun to play. I can't play him, but he's really fun to play. Whenever I do normal games, I like to mess around on Yasuo, and he's really fun, but he's difficult.
He's one of the harder mid laners or top laners to play, I think. All right, guys, for all those people that played Zac when he first came out, he's back. You guys are seeing Zac a lot more in the jungle.
Zac is back.
And apparently, some top laner. I did play Zac a couple of games this week, and I played him jungle. And you guys know Doc, you know I can't jungle for shit.
Yeah.
It's
a very sad sight.
I know it is, dude. My KDA was a 3.6, I think, with those 2 games. So first one I went 1-1 and 12. The second one I went 6-0 and that was more than that. 4-0 and 12, somewhere in there. So I mean, I had a really good case. So he is back, guys. The unstable matter, his W. Picking up a chunklet reduces the cooldown of his unstable matter by 1 second. So if every time you do an ability with Zac, you lose a piece of yourself. Well, when you pick that up, just the unstable matter, he actually gets a cooldown reduction, which is really good because, I mean, the cooldown's like 8 seconds. Or at level 1, it's 6 seconds. So if you pick up one blob, it's 5 seconds, and it goes down. By the time you get to level 10, where the cooldown for your unstable matter is 1.5, and you reduce it by a second every time you pick up a blob, every half a second you can hit your unstable matter. That's crazy.
That is crazy. It does a lot of damage as well.
And of course, the unstable matter, whenever it hits a jungle monster with unstable matter, he can walk through the monster to pick up the chunklets. And of course, the cooldown was 4 seconds. It's now 5 seconds. Well, you take that away, that's 4 seconds again, and then you really reduce his cooldown if you have cooldown reduction or anything like that. I have ran cooldown reduction on Zac jungle, but it really doesn't work that well. It's not enough damage for the loss of magic resist or ability power. Ziggs, already OP as fuck. Movement speed got dropped by 5 from 330 to 335. Bouncing bomb, explosion triggers, detected radius is only 150 now. It's not 180. Believe it or not, that extra 30, that's where Ziggs got a lot of his kills, that extra little bit of range from his bouncing bomb. That's all the patch notes for right now. Now, there are a few champions that are going to be getting reworked in the future here. Shyvana, Thresh, and Vi. I know Puffin's really not probably happy with Thresh getting reworked at all, because Thresh is OP as fuck.
This is true.
Update splashes, Caitlyn and Urgot. Urgot's coming back, guys. I really feel it. Urgot's going to come back into the game. Whether he's going to be a top lane Urgot or even an ADC again, I think he's coming back. I really do. What do you guys think about Urgot?
Ergot is a pain.
As Puffin goes, who?
Exactly. It's like, God.
He's just a pain in the ass to deal with. If he gets rolling, you just can't get away from him.
See, the only reason I liked Urgot was in Ultra Rapid Fire.
He was fun in Ultra Rapid Fire. He was really fun.
But so was Ez, Machine Gun Ez. And machine gun Urgot.
My
Exactly.
favorite was Hecarim. It's definitely
Fucking
Hecarim.
helicopter Hecarim.
Gotta love Hecarim.
Yeah.
Now there are a few jungle item, buffs and nerfs. Now, you guys are junglers. The Hunter's Machete. It no longer has a passive, a unique passive. It no longer has the maim. For those that actually like that, yeah, whatever. It is now butcherless as well. No butcher for the unique passive. But the bonus damage is up 10 attack damage versus monsters, and the bonus reduction +5 damage reduction versus monsters. So it does give you a little bit more, and it's actually 25 extra gold too. Wow,
Yeah,
one less red pot. Awesome.
You know what? I was skeptical about it, and to be fair, you don't need the red pot anymore.
No, you don't. 4, 3. Actually, you only need 3, really, if
Not
you do it
even.
right.
It builds now into that cool code, and that is the reason that fucking tank junglers are back in the fucking game.
They are.
It is such a good item. If you build it out into Ancient Golem, it is so good. I was playing a Mumu, Zac, Maokai, just all my favorite tank junglers to test it out, and you just go rape mode with that Ancient Golem. So cool. You just don't die anymore.
You don't. And the next item is the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, that it actually goes into the quill cost plus the Kindle gem plus 450 gold is actually the price for it. Total cost for the Spirit of the Ancient Golem has gone, it's the same. It's 2,000 gold. The health actually went down to 200 health instead of 350. The cooldown reduction is unchanged. It stays at 10%. The armor is actually upped by 20. The bonus health is 25% bonus health. And the passive Sapping Barbs attacks a monster losing 5% of their maximum health over 3 seconds, up to 195 health. Where it gains plus 60 health regenerations per 5 seconds, plus 45 mana regeneration for 5 seconds, while in combat with monsters only. So if you go and gank a lane at 4.1, you're not actually going to get that regen while you're fighting. Now, the one thing is, if you do hit a minion while you're in lane, that's considered, you'll get that mana regen for that. It's weird how you do it. You have to be able to hit minions and try to hit the champions at the same time, which a good player, a good jungler knows what to do. You have really good junglers that have the AoE ability, of course, like Vi. Moakai is a good AoE with his sapling, and I mean, of course, in the tenacity, the removing unique bonuses, of course, is tenacity and butcher off that Ancient Golem, which is the butchers from the Hunter's Machete. So, Wiggle's Lantern. Do you guys think Wiggle's Lantern is going to stay into effect? He's like, I have no fucking clue, man.
With a nerf to it, it made it not that strong. With some champions, it's still really, really strong. The fact that they've changed the cost, obviously, but the total cost remains the same, so that's kind of irrelevant, really. It's still viable. I appreciate what Riot were trying to do to give the junglers the opportunity to really carry games, to have a proper carry in the jungle as opposed to a support jungler. But when they first brought it out, it was way too strong, and the changes to it made it too weak, really. I think we definitely need to rework it a bit. There's definitely more work to be done on it, definitely.
Yeah, it's just, I don't see it as I already didn't really feel like it was a good option anymore, except your, Jax or your Lee for the ward, but now completely not anymore.
I don't think it's good on Lee. I don't think it's good on Lee because you've got to spend too much time in the jungle farming the minions.
Yeah, but before the whole rework of the Wiggle's Lantern, Like I'm talking season 3 then. But I mean, it's much more viable now to go the fucking what is it, the ward item. So
Well, and now too with the ancient golems, you get a free ward with that too now.
Yes.
Which is really nice for those that it's kind of like a Wiggles, but a tank Wiggles, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
And of course, the you can also build into, or sorry, with what Pufffinn was saying is there's quite a few junglers that are carry junglers that if you spend too much time farming in the jungle, you're obsolete. Junglers like Lee Sin, Evelyn. I hate to say that, but if Evelyn farms way too much, she's done. She needs to gank. There's a lot of chance. All the carry jungles, they have to gank. If they don't gank, yes, you can stay in the jungle till level 6 till you get your ult. Like with most level 6, you don't want to really start ganking too much with like Vi until level 6 because then you don't have your ult. You can go top lane, mid lane on occasion, but really top lane is the only place you're going to go with Vi and gank pre-level 6. You guys have any other thing? You guys in chat, you guys feel free to ask questions. Pufffinn is here to ask questions. Now
To ask questions?
jerk. He is here to ask questions. Not ask questions. He's here to answer questions, so you guys feel free to ask him. God damn it. Moving on. We are going to move on. Those are the patch notes. You guys go check those out. It is, we did link that in chat. We'll throw it in there one more time for you guys. Check those out and make sure that you know what's going on in 4.11. We will talk about it when new patches do come out. We'll make sure that we actually put it on here. When it does come out, even if they make all the changes that they say they're going to, we'll let you guys know. Doc's laughing for some odd reason, of course, as always. Now, EU LCS. We are getting to the prime time. Doc, safe to say your MVP is the same again?
Yep.
So Pufffinn, every week we go through the EU LCS. We pick a MVP of the week. We pick a, maybe even an EU challenger. We have some, maybe an upset of the week or anything that you want to add. Just go ahead and add it. Our MVP of the week, of course.
Froggen.
Can't wait, I'm saying this, but Froggen, congratulations, of course, and it just because he's good. That's all I can say. He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly how to play that mid lane versus a lot of different champions, and he's got a pretty decent champion pool that he can actually pick from. Don't like Warwick anymore.
He's a really good player. He's definitely a really good player. He's definitely worthy of the MVP.
He is very much. And he's actually in first place above Reckless, I believe. And Fnatic and Xpec. What? Shut up.
He's just below Reckless.
Okay, well I know one of them is either just above or just below, but I mean he's been just doing good every single week. Every time they have a game against anybody except for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, well,
We're going to talk about that one because I laughed my ass off. Copenhagen Wolves only has 3 wins. And they beat Alliance with an upset. Holy shit. You guys watch that game? That match?
I did not.
No.
You got to. If you guys do want to watch that, you guys go ahead and go over to EU LCS Esports and check out the past cast. It was on Saturday. Not Saturday, Friday. Yeah, Friday. You guys go check that out. And it's against Copenhagen Wolves defeat the Alliance in the upset win of the week. Upset of the week. Yeah. Anyway. For you guys that do follow the Challenger scene, EU Challenger Summer Wins H2K. I looked around throughout everything that H2K had, and I could not find a name. All I had was those 3 letters, or 2 letters and number. So if anybody does know the full name of H2K, let us know, please. That would be very, very helpful and welcome, of course. Now, we do go through each week and actually give you guys a little bit of the bans that we've banned over the past week, depending on how champions are playing in League, whether it's EU, NA, Korea. A lot of them are the same. Now, Akali is still very strong. I hope she gets a nerf soon. LeBlanc is always strong. Kassadin, you give him one kill, he's going to snowball that into, unless he's just a shit Kassadin, he's going to snowball that into a win. Jungling, on the jungle side, Jax. Lee Sin is a notable ban still. You guys, for those that, I have people that try Lee Sin all the time in my games, and even though they suck half the time, we still win because he's everywhere. You have to be everywhere with Lee Sin, so that's a good ban if you're not going to play him. And of course, the overpowered Jax. If you don't ban him and you don't know how to stop him, he's going to overrun you after 20 minutes, regardless.
Well, once he hits 6. Basically.
Jax, if you farm him right within the first, 6 waves? 5 waves almost? You're 6? If you do it right. Don't miss much farm going back to base. Now, I do have a Kayle ban on here. But, of course, that was just last week when I started. Kayle did get nerfed. She's really not a ban anymore, and she's really not an OP champion anymore, unless you know how to play her well. You have to know how to play her well. But, really, Yasuo is a notable ban. Tank junglers, they're not bans because they're not relevant right now. Next patch, they will be. Look forward to it. Doc, you want to talk about anything? 4 point, it is, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so the tank jungler items are here. So
I didn't think it was live till next week.
No, it's live.
Uh-oh. Hey, Doc, talk a minute. I'll be right back.
So yeah, they're I mean, I put that up there, tank junglers. I know, just because, they're coming back. And it might be worthy to think about that. What would your bans be, Puff?
When I very rarely get the opportunity to actually pick bans, I normally ban out Rengar, Jax, Yasuo, basically what you've picked there. But I would add Rengar to the list.
Yeah.
LeBlanc's still really strong, definitely still really strong. People, the silence removal means it's easier to lane against her. You can actually fight back, but she's still really powerful. She can still really skyrocket and just be everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Braum, arguably, if you want to ban him out, a lot of people ask for him to be banned, but
the thing is, you can shut him down easily, Braum.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't ban him.
Nah, exactly. I mean, there's higher priority bans.
Definitely higher priority bans.
I mean, come on. You can, if you don't give him a shot in lane, he's fucking done for. Like, if he can't do what he's supposed to do, then
I wouldn't say that exactly. The thing with Braum's very much like a Mumu in the fact that you could shut him down as much as you want, but at the end of the day, in a 5v5 team fight, he still has an ulti that can completely disrupt the entire enemy team for a long time. The slow on his ulti lasts for ages, and it's like, I don't know, like 99% slow, something like that. It's ridiculous. But
yeah, okay.
But at the same time, I would say that I wouldn't ban him. I don't generally struggle against him in lane, no matter who I play.
Mm-hmm.
He can be a pain, but he's a pain, nothing more.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's like, he's not unworkable against, like you can work around a Braum.
Yeah, you just gotta play smart. I mean, you just gotta.
If you know you're gonna get in a team fight, the first thing you want to do is, all right, don't stack, let him pop his ult, done.
Right. We're gonna move right on to this. We do have a couple champions of the week. I know where Doc's starting to tweet me here and say, "Hey, dude, hurry up! We're going way too slow. Move your ass." So we're moving. Doc's
well, so-
Doc Puffin. Every week, Doc's got a an appointment.
yeah.
You know, have you ever heard of that saying, "Happy wife, happy life"? Puffin.
I have heard that saying. Yes.
Okay, happy girlfriend. Doc doesn't get yelled at. That's just how it is.
Exactly.
Seems reasonable.
Rotating champions of the week. We're going to go through these really fast, guys, because they're champions that haven't really been played lately. So we're going to go through them fairly quickly. Now, the first one, of course, is Anivia. You guys know Anivia. If you guys have been watching the ULCS, Froggen's been playing Anivia quite a bit and winning.
I don't know why they let him play it.
I don't know why either, but he's winning with it. So why stop him? That's just why stop him.
Maybe because he's winning.
Exactly.
They don't want him to win.
Well, I played Anivia 4 times in ranked, or actually 2 times in ranked, 2 times in normal queue, and I won every time. People don't know how to play against Anivia. I don't know why.
My duo partner, is Plat 5. He's mained Anivia for 2 seasons now. It's all he plays. He has hundreds and hundreds of ranked games played as Anivia, and he plays a really good Anivia. Should check him out sometime.
I will, definitely. Put him in the stream there.
He doesn't stream. He'll be on my stream.
Okay, we'll check him out, though. Of course, the Frost Flash Hair Q, actually, magic damage was up 50% AP. Magic maximum damage, of course, is 120, 180, 240, 300, and 360, plus 100% AP. So you're actually getting quite a bit, especially when you can stun somebody. If you can get somebody stunned on your Q and then come up with a frostbite, maybe even put a wall up, and if you have enough mana, of course, a Glacial Storm to do a lot of damage to them really fast. And of course, your Glacial Storm's going to, your farming is just going to be quicker and shit too. So Anivia doesn't have much that we're going to talk about her today, just because she's really an unplayed champion right now. Minus the few times that I have not seen any NA LCS teams play Anivia in competition. If you guys have, please let me know. I haven't, though. The next champion, a lot of people play her. I know, I don't know, I'm sure Season 3, and of course the entry to, what the hell am I doing? Season 4, a lot of people were still playing Annie, and I'm sure you saw quite a bit of Annie while you were playing, Puffin?
Yeah,
do
saw a lot of Annie.
Do people still play her a lot?
It's rare these days that she gets picked up, but she's still a pain. She's still annoying to deal with in lane.
She's not a support.
She is a support.
She's not a support.
She is a support.
She's never was and never will be. Same as fucking Zyra. She will never be. She's a mid laner. Fuck you.
Zyra is not a mid laner, nor is Annie. Annie and Zyra just get destroyed in mid lane.
Oh, Cantil left.
Then why did Annie, for example, survive for 3 seasons in mid lane?
I don't have an answer to that.
I do.
There you go.
I have an answer for that. Because the true position and the true potential of Annie wasn't realized until this season.
That's it. That's the answer.
Of course, she has her
Fuck you guys. I'm out.
See ya. We'll finish the show. Well, me and Puffin will finish the show. That's fine. Of course, her Pyromania. This is all the same damage. She didn't really get a buff. She didn't get a nerf. So I'm not really seeing her being played very much. The one thing that I can say that every time Annie is played is you have to watch out for that bear Tibbers. Tibbers will fuck you up. And all she's going to say is, "Do you want to play?" That's it. Yeah, you haven't heard that yet, have you, Puffin? It's not a voice changer. Congratulations.
First time always hurts, so,
Tell me about it.
Whoa!
We're going to keep going. Wow. OP Champ of the Week. OP Champ of the Week is... I had Kale before I found out she got freaking cut off at the wings. Well, Puffin's OP Champion of the Week. No other than Rengar. Rengar. I don't even want to talk about Rengar. Pufffinn, why is Rengar your OP champ of the week?
Well, when they made the
You can't
changes,
see him in vision boards anymore.
that wasn't even funny. I was reading the notes like, I'm sure this can't be right. The problem with Rengar wasn't that he is such. It's more that people basically learned how to play him after the change. Because when the change first came about, for a good few weeks, he was like, people couldn't play him and he was really underpowered and he wasn't doing anything in games. He was getting shut down in lane really easy. The amount of games that I went into and people were like, oh, Rengar's been changed. Things are skill shots now. And it's like, oh my God. But then all of a sudden, out of the blue, out of nowhere, people started to figure out how to play him and how to build him. And he was just wrecking games. He was in Man and Amrasai's ranked games and he was in top lane and he wasn't getting fed. Wasn't doing anything scary. It wasn't like, oh God, that Rengar's going to be a problem later on. And then out of nowhere, middle of team fight, out pops Rengar, insta-gives the carry, insta-gives the mid laner, and I'm stood there flaying and throwing hooks into thin air because I can't see him. And it was brutal, and it's not really changed because they haven't really changed anything up to him since. Whenever I get the choice to ban, or whenever Amra gets the choice to ban and I'm duo with him, we always ban out Rengar. He's just a pain. And that is why I personally think he is OP champ of the week. The fact that he can come out of nowhere and just one-shot people makes him really, really strong. You don't have time to exhaust him when he comes out of his ulti. You don't have time to CC him when he comes out of his ulti. It's just instantly there, unless you've got a pink ward.
Right, well, and that's because his Q does half your damage in one shot. He throws his Q on you and then throws W on you one more time, then hits another Q, you're dead. I mean, that's within a second.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Really?
Too strong.
Way too strong. Way too strong.
Remove him.
Just remove
Just take him out of the game. We don't even want him there anymore.
like they did with Ryze and Kassadin in fucking Earth mode. Just, no, take him out.
Peace.
Kassadin was fun when using custom games.
Yeah.
One of the I played one of those games where it was everybody had the same champion. We all played Kassadin. Oh god. Talk about a kill fest. One person only died once. I'm glad he was on my team because he got fed like a son of a bitch. But anyway, back down to, we are almost done, guys. I know Doc's got to go. His girlfriend's probably texting him right now going, where are you? Or she's watching right now going, Obi, you're a dick. No, whatever. Team standings for the EU LCS, of course, Alliance is on top with 14 wins, followed by SK Gaming, Fnatic, Super Hot Crew, Millennium, Rocat, and Gambit Gaming, and of course on the bottom, where they always are, with 4 wins, Copenhagen Wolves.
It's funny how Copenhagen Wolves have 4 wins and 14 losses, and Alliance have 14 wins and 4 losses.
And the last time they played each other, Copenhagen Wolves won.
Yeah.
Upset, like a huge upset win. You guys do watch? Go ahead.
No. I said, yeah, well, you know.
You guys do watch the EU LCS. Thursday, July 10th is the EU Summer Split, Week 8, Day 1, where Rocat's going to be playing SK Gaming at 12 p.m. These are approximate times, and these are times for me, I think. EU. Nope. Yep. Okay, anyway. Copenhagen Wolves are going to be taking out Gambit Gaming, Super Hot Crew taking on Fnatic, and the last game of the day, which will be Millennium versus Alliance. And, of course, then the next day, they only have 2 days this week before our next show, Thursday and Friday. So you guys go check that out. And it's at EU son of a bitch. EUS or EU.LOLesports.com. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I'm terrible. And I'm reading it. So you guys go check.
Worse.
Yeah, we talked way too much today. See you soon, Maiden. Thanks for coming. The last thing I do want to say, Pufffinn, do you have anything you'd like to shout out? Would you like to plug any of your streams and all that good stuff? Your Twitch, Twitter, all of that?
Well, yeah, you can plug it all if you like.
You can
It's
point
just,
up too. Your name's right above your head.
It's all here, I guess. Feel free to stop by.
That is twitch.tv/Pufffinn. That's 3 F's and 2 N's. Puffffinn. Check him out. And of course on Twitter at lolpuffin. That's Puffin. Yeah. And then lol in front of that. So you guys hit him up on Twitter. And of course, just check out his stream. He's streaming all the time. And of course, of the platinum level of play. Plus, he helps a lot of his followers out that view him. He gets on another account and plays with them. So you guys can check that out. We don't have any Diablo 3 news because I think Doc said Diablo sucks right now.
There's just no update from the PTR. It's going to take another week or two before they release a new update. So no changes in the live servers as well. So there's no point.
Definitely. Well, and of course MLB, and this is just for our one of our the administrator of Geeky Antics, of course, you guys know him, Yogi Zilla. You guys go check him out. Yankees for the loss. I just read that and I was like, okay, it's not win either. It's for the loss. Got it. You guys do what I would on to let you know the gang is growing. You guys can check us out on YouTube and Twitch right here on twitch.tv/Geeky Antics and on youtube.com/Geeky Antics. Big shout outs to our flagship show on Geeky Antics, the Death Gaming Death Podcast. They'll be right here and over at twitch.tv/Gaming Death every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And hopefully, of course, simulcasting right here on Geeky Antics channel as well. Of course, you guys don't forget that Horseplay Live is on at 11 p.m. On Thursday nights. And, of course, the previous show is at 5 p.m. on allgames.com. We do want to give big shout-outs to all our friends at allgames.com. A Worthy Opponent, 42 Level 1, Gaming History 101, the B-Team Podcast, R9Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Pixelated Pints, Zombie Cast, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Cast, Fantastic Forum, Sega Nerds, Castubers, Doctor Who Podcast, and all on the All Games Network. And gang, we are on all places that geeky goodness can be found. Please let them know that Obi and Doc sent you guys, and they'll welcome you just like they welcomed us with open arms into the All Games family. Much love to you guys. I really appreciate it. That is it for the Sunday Dose. Pufffinn, we would like to say again, thank you very much for taking an hour and a half, 2 hours out of your day to come on the show. Again, it's episode 3, titled Puff Puff Pass, baby. The only reason for geeks to wake up on Sunday in your NA and to even just not to take a nap in the EU. We'll see you guys next week. Peace!
Peace!
Peace.
Dude, it didn't even sound. You're like, hey. That's not funny, guys.
Funny.
Dude, it is so funny.
It's my face, I know.
It is funny. It's hilarious. Dude. Wow, man. It's terrible. We'll see you guys next week. As soon as I can start some music, we'll actually get the music out of here.
Bye. I love you.
Oh,
So creepy.
God.
So creepy.
Well, this one's for you, actually. Just for you, Puffin.
Oh, God.
Do you want to play? It'll be fun.
Thanks.
See, now he's never coming back.
Yeah, he's not.
Good
He's
job, Obi.
yeah. See ya, guys. Losers. See you next week, guys. Peace.